Jim with Kershaw Knives, and we're here at SHOT Show 2019 in the Kershaw ZT booth, going over some of the new import Kershaws that we have. So let's check them out. So first off, we're going to start with the copper Cinder. So some of you may have seen the Cinder before. It's a small design by Rick Hinderer. It's actually one of the smallest knives that we make, even in the Kershaw catalog. And so this is a cool upgraded version with solid copper handles. So it's not a coating, it's not anything like that. This is real copper. You can see this one's pretty shiny right now, but it's actually, the beauty of this is that it's going to get a lovely patina over time. It'll darken and rich in, and it's really remarkable how cool these things get and how personalized they become from how you carry them, how you use them. So again, a small blade. We have a liner lock construction. We have a steel backspacer with a bottle opener, and that full copper construction. But the nice thing is, copper actually is quite heavy, and in this case it's really not that bad. It's still very easy to carry. It's go nicely on your key ring. It's very smooth and non-threatening. Just something you can take out anywhere. And this will have an MSRP of $29.99, so it gets you into that really cool personalized copper look at a very affordable price point. So next up we have the Reverb XL. So last year we introduced a knife called the Reverb that has a similar look to this. Has the same sort of G10 scales with the carbon fiber overlay. And this year we decided to make a slightly larger version of that. This has a 3¼ inch blade. Or excuse me, it's a 3-inch blade on this one. Again, we have that nice lightweight G10 handle with the real carbon fiber overlay. In this case, we've gone for a blue-gray look to the G10 to give it a real two-tone look. We have a gray PVD finish on the blade. We have this nice kind of simple, minimalistic construction. We have a steel frame lock on the back, an ultra-deep carry pocket clip that you can see goes all the way up to the end of the handle there. So it sits nice and deep in your pocket with that nice slim clip. We also have the carabiner clip on here. Gives you another way to carry it. You can hook it on a bag or a belt loop, on a harness if you're high climbing. So really handy little knife. MSRP of $44.99 on this one. So next up we have a new knife in what we call our starter series. Starter series have always meant to be kind of a value-priced series. And these knives have always been somewhat aggressive. They've had a lot of black wash finishes, a lot of heavy textures. And so the Misdirect is kind of a breath of fresh air. It's a little different. It's nice and smooth, nice and sleek. Something you'll see with a lot of our lineup this year is this narrower construction. We really wanted to make them very comfortable, very easy to carry, and we found that narrowing it out from top to bottom makes a lot of difference in that regard. So this does have our speed safe assisted opening. We have a black wash blade, bead blasted handles, and we have this great glass filled nylon backspacer that has some really cool 3D details to it. Again, just like kind of a departure. We have a reversible pocket clip and an MSRP of $34.99, so it's a very affordable price point on this piece. So next in the lineup, we have another really fun modern design. This is called the Decibel. And so the Decibel, again, is another manual. Something we're doing a lot of this year. A lot of manual, non-speed safe knives, and a surprising number of thumb stud openers to do something a little different. So you'll see this knife has a lot of these great features where you see through it. You've got the Kershaw logo actually on the inside of the back handle. It's got a lot of richness and a lot of layers to this design. Really cool, reversible pocket clip. Something that may be a little harder to see on the camera is this handle actually dishes downward into the middle. So a very contemporary look. We have a matching blue backspacer and a matching blue pivot ring with some great texture on the pivot there as well. So just a really cool piece, really unique. MSRP of $59.99 on the Decibel. Next up, and again at sort of a value price point, we have a knife called the Mixtape. So the Mixtape is meant to have kind of a fun retro look to it. It's got a bit of a neat curve to that underbelly that you can see as you look at it. We have a stonewash blade. We have glass-filled nylon scales, again with cool G10 style texturing. We have a thumb disc, manual action, and this really cool pocket clip that actually comes up through that hole in the handle And so it comes up from within and comes up and flows over the knife. So some really great design details on this. Nice and smooth. And if I didn't say before, an MSRP of $39.99. So again, very accessible to lots of people. Next up, we have a great little ADC knife. This is called the Epistle. So the Epistle is another one that's, again, you'll see that theme again, that real slim, narrow knife. We have a really cool new textured, non-circular pivot. So we love having that pivot be a totally different shape, gives you a great look and a little bit of texture for your thumb, so you get a nice secure grip on it. We have a silver anodized aluminum handle, thumb stud opening, nice smooth manual action. Again, very clean. You could wear this in jeans or dress pants. We have a cool clip, and again, you know, instead of having the Kershaw logo on the clip, we have it actually on the handle, and you see it through that opening in the clip. So lots of thoughtful details on this. We have an inset liner lock and an MSRP of $44.99 on this one. So next up we have the XCOM. So the XCOM is a design by Les George. It's a really neat kind of military style knife. Les actually designed this to be something that was kind of inspired and an homage, if you will, to the M3 trench knife, which was a popular knife during World War II and a couple of the situations. I almost said World War III there. That would have, we're not quite there, thankfully. But it has that great military look to it. It's got that blacked out appearance. We have, again, an 8CR13 blade, which is what you'll see on the majority of the knives in this lineup. We have a nice look that's meant to mimic the stacked leather handles on the original M3. We have a G10 texture on the glass-filled handles, and that again gives it a nice bit of grip. We have a reversible deep carry pocket clip, black oxide finish, and an MSRP of $44.99 on this one. So next up, we have another great design by Les George. This is called the Boilermaker. The Boilermaker it's one of my favorites this year because something cool about it is we're using what we're calling a brown wash finish. So we have a brown PVD finish that we've stone washed, and it gives it this real vintagey look. It looks kind of, when you look at old military equipment like tanks and Jeeps and things like that, you get this real kind of worn, almost brown appearance to it. And the Boilermaker has that in spades. So again, we have a single position pocket clip. We have an ultra deep carry, drops all the way down into your pocket, so it's basically invisible. Speed safe assisted opening with a flipper. Nice smooth action. And again, some of those cool details where we have the drop down sections of the texture, and we have holes through the handle. We have a hole through the handle where again you see the Kershaw logo on the inside of the back handle. So again, just a really fun design from Les George. Something we're excited to have in the catalog. Makes a nice piece. So one more design from Les George. This one's called the Seguin. We have a gray PVD blade. We have stainless steel handles with a cool radial texturing that's actually deep enough to provide a nice solid grip. Sometimes when you have those smooth handles, you don't get as much of that grip to it, and this is very comfortable. It's very secure. Stainless steel frame lock, again with that great radial texturing. Ultra deep carry clip, and nice and slim. Really just disappears in your pocket, very comfortable. Again, the back spacer has texturing that matches up with that radial pattern, as you see. And an MSRP of $59.99 on this piece. So then last but not least, we have one more design for our catalog here. This is called the Collateral. So the Collateral is a neat piece. This is actually one of our original designs for Kershaw, but we're using the technology that was pioneered by Gus Cecchini of GTC Knives, the SLT flipper. This is the first import model we've done with the SLT flipper. So as you can see, it works kind of like a folding charging handle on a rifle. It's spring loaded, so when you need it, it pops out, and when the knife is opened, it tucks away into the handle. So again, this knife has assisted opening, and then it has that flipper just tucks right into the handle. It gives it a lovely profile. Everything flows really nicely, and because there's no flipper, it gives you a little more handle to hold on to. You can choke up on the knife a little more comfortably. We have an 8CR13 MLB blade. With a two-tone finish, we've got some bead blast in these areas here. We've got satin on the flats and satin again on the grinds. We have a gray PVD finish on this highly sculpted handle. We have a carbon fiber inlay that actually covers the pivot. So it gives it that really smooth, beautiful, seamless look. On the back side, we have a reversible pocket clip with that gray PVD finish. We have a steel frame lock. We have a cool back spacer that actually floats out there like a bridge, has some big cutaways in the handle, and an MSRP of $64.99. This model is called the Collateral.
If you like what you've seen today and you'd like to see more, like the video below, subscribe to our YouTube channel feed, and follow us on social media for updates on all new products.